What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about Godfall. I've been promising this video, I've been promising this topic for a long time, and I thought, you know what? Go ahead, just do. I gave myself the approval. This is not going to get a notification, so that's not even going to help me out because I want people to see this, but factually, I just don't think people will. So, if you guys are watching this, thank you so much. Make sure, you guys are, I feel like the diehards, but if you're not already subscribed, share the video around if you guys would do that for me. Thank you very much. But I do want to talk about this. This is not supposed to be an anti-Godfall video. I don't think I even have what it takes to make a, attacking this game. People have asked me about this game a lot, and, I make list videos, I make, speculation, I talk about news, all this stuff. I think I am pretty tapped in to the gaming industry. I feel like that's one of my greatest strengths. I feel like as we grow as a channel, as a community, that's kind of what I'm going to be known for. Okay, I've had people tell me that, like off video and stuff like that. And I, by the way, I appreciate all the kind words. And if you guys do come to me for news, for this kind of not necessarily insider knowledge, because I'm not an insider, but I just feel like I know things. But I really do appreciate it. And by the way, why I say all that? Well, me being so tapped in, and not gloating, but like I like to say that because I feel like it's true, I continuously forget about Godfall. I made a video a couple days ago with Degenerate J talking about the PS5 launch lineup. Now, I said PC games that are games that are coming out on PC don't count, okay? And luckily I said that because I gotta be straight up honest with you guys. We recorded that whole video. I went an entire day, and then I thought about it and said, oh dear God, we didn't mention Godfall one time. And that's a pretty big game. Now, technically, because of the technicalities in the beginning of that video, I said if it comes to PC, it doesn't count, so I was in the clear. Technically, I still am in the clear. But Godfall is a game that is coming out, if you guys didn't know, right, on PS5. And yeah, it's a PS5 exclusive console game, also coming out on PC, day one. Okay, so it's coming out launch day on PlayStation 5. Look, the game can absolutely be good. It can absolutely be solid. And I keep saying absolutely. I like that word. It's absolutely a game that can help the PS5 at launch. I feel like, though, a couple things. Number one, I routinely forget about this game's existence, and it's not because I hate it, and it's not, and I've said this countless times, and so let me make this very clear for any, Godfall, fan club members, okay? I like what I see. I don't think it looks bad. I don't think it looks amazing. I think this game is probably the most painfully average thing I've ever seen. Truly, because it's doing so many things I feel like we've already seen. If there's ever a game that could be a tech demo to just prove what the PS5 could be, now, you could argue Sackboy, it could actually be a bigger tech demo than that. You could argue Astro's Playroom in terms of the DualSense. And same thing with Sackboy. The DualSense is going to be big. You could argue those are, but like Godfall, I don't know. Do you know what I'm kind of trying to say? Like, I don't know how packed Godfall is going to be with stuff. How is this game even going to do? Again, me being a guy who likes to talk about a trillion more things than I probably should talk about, right? A trillion different things. I forget about it, but not just me. Honestly, not just me, because when you go looking online and you do see these launch lineups, and you see these news sites and these or just these people that are very into gaming, even on Twitter, okay, all of these different things, how often do you see them mention Godfall? Because I'll tell you right now, I never see it. Because if I do see it, then I would remember the game exists. When PlayStation had their event last week, okay, they showed all these games, we listed them all, we were all so excited. Demon Souls is absolutely, I had my worries, right? I talked about Horizon, about, God of War. Why do you get a PS5? Why should you actually buy a PlayStation 5? Well, honestly, considering the games are coming to also PS4 in terms of Sackboy and again, Horizon, all these games, well, the only reason now, firstly for me, is kind of the channel, right? I'm buying it for the channel. I'll do like an unboxing. I can do a review. I can look at the UI and give you guys like advice or all the, I can come up, trust me, I will come up with stuff, okay? So, that, factually, that is something that makes a difference. That is a reason I'm getting the PS5. But the only other reason, to be honest with you, is Demon Souls. Because I can get Miles on PS4. I can get Sackboy on PS4. I can get all these games. Demon Souls is the only one. Now, Notice I forgot to say Godfall. And again, I purposely left it out this time. But normally I forget to say Godfall. Now you could say, okay, well, it's also coming to PC, so maybe that's why people don't really talk about it. I guess, but look, when other games, you look at even like Microsoft, and trust me, you'll see this too. They just obviously acquired Bethesda, right? But when they have games that come out, even though they also come out on PC, I mean, the console people focus on the console. Now, I'm not saying the PC version doesn't matter. I know there are a lot of PC players in my community, and that's completely cool. And honestly, that is the master race. I wish I had a high-powered PC. Okay, I really do. So like, I'm not dissing them, but I'm saying, like, when we hear Halo Infinite is coming out, is it a bigger story that Halo Infinite is coming out for PC, or is it for X? You know what I mean? Like, the focus is more like, okay, here's the Series X and Series S's killer app. You know what I mean? So that's all I mean, is that when these games come out, when Elder Scrolls, when all these games come out, I mean, we're going to be talking about even me, because I talk about consoles on this channel, but I think the gaming industry largely is going to talk about the consoles, because it's pushing hardware. Okay, it's pushing hardware. Again, there's a massive PC community, and you're probably better off doing a PC than I would even say Xbox or PlayStation. PlayStation only for the exclusives, honestly. Do all third parties on PC. That's kind of how I want to get over the coming years, for just in case anybody was wondering about my personal life. But so if we say that for Xbox, we have to say it for PlayStation. So although Godfall does come out on PC, and that is a story, you got to talk about it for PlayStation, because this game is a big game. This game is supposed to push PlayStation. It's supposed to give people an exclusive experience on PS5, and just flat out, I keep forgetting about it. And here's the deal. I'm not getting it. I mean, unless it's given, which, by the way, I mean, and I will be fully transparent if and when any of these things happen. If I receive the code, if they give me the code, awesome. And I'll play it. I will not say like, oh, you know what, this is a game that I've never really been fully on board with, so I'm not going to give it the time of day. No, I mean, I'm going to play it. I would experience it. I would do everything there. I mean, I would provide content, all this stuff. Okay, so I'm not saying that, again, because I know people will say you never pick a side, and I don't think that's true, because I do think I pick a side. With this game, that is my flat-out opinion. I am not in love with it, but I do not hate it. It is the most average thing. When they showed, was it the first PS5 event? Or, I think it was the first PS5 event where they showed the Godfall gameplay, where it was like 8 minutes. It was like 7 minutes too long. It was it was okay, and everything I saw, I was like, yeah, that's cool. The gameplay's cool. It looks really nice. That's it. There's not much more I can say, because the game, for whatever reason, just doesn't latch on to my soul. And I like to believe that games do latch onto my soul when I see them, if they impact me. And so again, that is kind of why I am in the middle. Like, and I get it. People will say, you never pick a side, but for this game, I don't hate it. I have nothing against it, but I also am just not gonna get it. I'm not in love with it. And I wonder how many other people, in my community, I feel like I speak with you guys. I feel like a lot of people probably agree. It kind of sucks that, again, this video is probably going to be stuck in getting out to a lot of other people that maybe aren't in my community, because I would like to see how other people feel about this game. There's got to be support. The trailers, the gameplay, videos, all the stuff like on PlayStation's official thing. I mean, they have millions of views. Okay, now maybe it's not as much as other games were at launch. And another thing to think about too is views on YouTube do not equate to good sales. Remember, Death Stranding was like the highest viewed everything. Like it was so popular through all of the videos that they did with PlayStation, all the trailers, all the gameplay, but the game flat out did not. I mean, it sold like 5, 6, 7 million copies, but it didn't do like 10, 15, 20, you know what I mean? It didn't really equal out to what people were watching online, because sometimes there's just more interest online because it's free. There's nothing against it. Godfall, I wonder if it's the same thing. I wonder if it's a lot of people looking at it. Oh, this is a PlayStation. Because again, I don't think this is coming to PS4, right? It's only PS5. Correct me if I'm wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But if it is only PS5, that would be only 2 games. Demon's Souls and this game are the only 2 games you could only play. And that's not even true, because this game is on PC. So that's the difficult thing. I was about to say those are the only 2 games that there's nowhere else you can play it but PS5. Again, that has a lot of value. If you're a console gamer and you get the PS5, that may stand out to you, where it's like, okay, what can I play here that I can't play anywhere else? Well, you'll probably get Miles, even though you could on the PS4 anyway, but you have a PS5 now, so you'll get Miles. Demon's Souls probably stands out, but not everybody's a Souls player, right? So obviously, you may skip out. Then you have Godfall, and it's like, well, it doesn't look great, but it doesn't look like garbage, so I might as well give it a shot, right? I need some game to play on the system, and maybe that's how it does it. I don't know. Again, this is not a hate video. This is not a love video. This is I'm honestly confused, and it's just I've never had ever, to finish this out, I've never had a game do this to me where it is pretty darn high profile. I would say it's pretty high profile. At the same time, it seems like nobody really talks about it, and someone like me who, again, it kind of like pats himself on the back, I don't know what other phrase you want to use, of like, you know, being able to talk about all these things and knowing about all of it, not games, movies, all this different stuff, I forget about it. And I probably should. And also, oh, by the way, like PlayStation, that's another thing. Like, I do mainly focus on PlayStation's like the primary focus, and I forget about a game that's exclusive to it. Very odd. It's a very odd situation. So, guys, let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Did you forget? Do you routinely forget about this game? Are you getting this game at launch? Do you know somebody? I mean, what do you think's going on with this game? Let me know. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed to this YouTube channel, Podcast Now. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up. And truly, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. We'll see how the coverage of Godfall is over the next couple months. I hope to see you all on the next video.